Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Teacher Victor, and today I'll be taking you through Pearson Edexcel International GCSE May June 2022 assessment, advanced information. Yeah, I believe that if you are candidate in this year, you are aware that Pearson gave us advanced information that we can use to prepare for our May June exams. I'll be taking you through. If you have not yet seen this, let's go through it now. Our paper code is for IT1 stroke 01 because it's a paper 1. Instructions, please ensure that you have read this notice before the examination. Information, this notice covers component 01 and 01R only. There is no advanced information for component 02. The format structure of the assessment remains unchanged. The advanced information details the focus of the content of the exam in the May-June 2022 assessment. There are no restrictions on who can use this notice, and that is why I'm here discussing it with you. In addition, the covering the content outlined in the advanced information, students and teachers should consider how to manage their revision of the parts of the specification which may provide knowledge that helps with understanding the areas being tested in 2022. A subject specific section. For our Pearson Edexcel International GCSE Information and Communication Technology ICT specification, the component 01 examination paper questions within this paper will sample content only from the areas specified in this notice. And then we go to the content now. That is paper 4 IT1/01. So we have types of digital devices, we have software, types of peripheral devices, input and output, we have types of peripheral devices, storage, memory, processor, ICT systems to meet needs, specified needs, types of digital communication, we have factors influencing the choice of digital communication in network, requirements for connecting to the network. Okay, welcome to Pearson Edexcel ICT, June 2022 advanced information. This is the information that was given by Pearson by February 17 that you should prepare for these areas in our May-June exams, which are beginning by next week. So, today I want us to go through topic 1. And topic 1 is digital devices. So, we are beginning with the first objective, that is 1.11, that the examiner wants every candidate to be aware that mainframe computers are used for complex processing tasks and the microprocessors are embedded in products such as washing machines. The objective itself here, it gives us the purpose of complex mainframe and also for microprocessors. But to get into details that a mainframe computer is a very powerful computer used for large data storage. It is used by large organizations that require bulky data storage like airlines, government offices. They can also be, we also have the supercomputers, which is a supercomputer is the most powerful computer used for complex data processing tasks. Microprocessors, as it is said in the objective, is that they are embedded in products such as washing machines. The examiner said that we should be able to describe the purpose and the use of other digital devices such as cameras and camcorders. So we ask ourselves, what is the work of cameras? First, you need to understand the work of cameras is to record digital images, videos. They can be stored and easily transferred to a computer. Modern cameras allow zooming, picture, video capture, download to computer. This is through USB cable. Also allows viewing on TV through HDMI. And cameras also use SD cards for storage and inbuilt LCD viewing. Quality of images captured depends on the quality of lens, image processor, and resolution of the sensor. The more pixels, the better the quality. So you can ask yourself, how do you test the quality of a camera? You make sure you get on the pixels. The pixel will tell you the quality of the camera. We also require to know about operating systems and system software tools such as utilities. So we ask ourselves, then what is an operating system? An operating system is a special piece of software that manages the general operations of a computer system. Without an operating system, a computer is of little use or simply no use. So this gives the importance of operating system. What is the purpose of operating system? Operating system is used to run application software, and that is the main purpose of having operating system in any digital device. Then, what is the role of operating system? Operating system manages memory and other resources. What are system software tools? System software tools are also called utilities, and these are pieces of software that performs a specific and useful task in a computer. Examples: these tasks we have compressing files, creating backups, defragmenting the hard disk, among other specific tasks. Objective 1.34, we are required to know about software applications, that is apps, including project management software. We ask ourselves, what are these types of software? So we are going to see the types of software and their uses. Number one, database software. Database is used for storing data, sorting data, and personal information, among other uses. Spreadsheet software, that's number two, is used for storing information and performing calculations. We have number three, word processor, also called word processing software. These are software that are used for writing letters, memos, and also used to produce leaflets and produce reports and essays. This is the most used application software in the Microsoft Office and in all applications. Number four, we have the desktop publisher, DTP. This software is used for creating flyers, posters, and to produce leaflets. Can you take a minute and challenge yourself on other types of software and their uses? Okay, I hope that you have read that discussion. So we have presentation software. I don't know whether you mentioned that one. So other software that we have presentation software, project management, image editing software, web browser, search engines, and control software, among other software. So begin by giving the uses of presentation software. This software is used to produce slideshows and presentations, just like the one I'm using now. Project management software. This is software that is used to plan and track project timeline. It tells you when a project will start, when it is proceeding well, and when you are finishing time. In other words, it gives you the timeline. Image editing software. This is a software that is used to edit images and create logos. Sorry, we have the web browser. This is needed to view websites. Then we have search engines. How do we use search engines? Search engines are used to find websites. Control software. Control software can be used to make something happen in the physical world. And that is the end of that objective. You can add more types of software to give their uses. Objective 1.3.6, we are required to understand that the purpose of communication software is to provide remote access to systems and to exchange files and messages in text, images, audio, or video formats between computers or users. Basically, from the objective, it has almost given all the purpose of communication software, but we have to say this. The purpose of communication software is to provide remote access to systems, to exchange files, messages in text, images, audio, add or file, or video formats between different computers or users. Also, communication software can help us to access the internet and send and receive emails, among others. Objective 1.3.7, we are required to know why software is updated, how it is done, and the possible risks to data and systems. We have reasons for updating software. What do you think are the reasons for updating software? First reason may be to fix security vulnerabilities or bugs, to increase compatibility with newer operating systems, to improve performance and efficiency, to introduce new features, and even to improve the usability. These are not the only functions, but we are supposed to know at least 5, and I've given 5. Software updates are downloaded from a server on the internet. Some updates are scheduled to happen automatically when they are released. Then, what are the risks to our data when you are updating such systems? Number one, you need to know that update can introduce problems such as removing components that other hardware needs in order to function. Then how to prevent these risks? And we say to counter that, we have a preventive measures that is backing up a system and the files before updating software. So it is always advisable before you do perform any update to the system, you create a backup of your files. Backing up means that you can store your files maybe on the cloud or in a flash disk or in an external hard disk, provided the files will be found somewhere else apart from the device that you are updating. Am I clear in that? Objective 1.4.2, examiner wants you to know about types of input peripherals such as digital camera, webcam, OCR reader, barcode scanner, sensor, and when they would be used. Peripherals, these are devices that can be connected to a computer. These is basically through the computer port. And can you take a note that a charger is not a peripheral device? Why? Because a peripheral device is connecting to a computer to perform 3 basic functions. 1 is to input data, 2 is to output data, and 3 is to store data. This can be a flash disk or an external hard disk. So we rule out that a charger does not perform any of the 3 functions. So we cannot classify a charger as a peripheral device. Peripherals may be internal or external devices, as I've just explained. And an input device is for putting in data to the computer, while the output device displays information from that computer. An input device is for, we have said, is for putting data into the computer. And some examples of input devices are displayed here. We have a digital camera, webcam, OCR reader, barcode, and sensor. And these are our main focus. So we say that the first one is a camera. The picture you can see here, this is a camera. Then this camera is used to take digital photographs and videos. Then next we have webcam. Webcam is just a special camera used to stream live videos or to stream videos online. Then we have the OCR reader. He's trying to read this paper here. So this used to read characters in document and store the results as a text file. Then fourth one we have the barcode reader, and this is how it looks like. Maybe you have seen them in or in supermarkets where they are used to detect barcodes on items. Then we have the sensor. Before we go to sensor, barcode scanner, it is also confused that people say that they used to read the prices on items. No, a barcode scanner cannot read the prices on items. What it does, it detects the barcodes on the items, so it's to identify the item, then the price is attached on the item. So the use of barcode scanner is not to tell the price of an item, but is used to detect the barcodes on the items, which later give the prices. I think I'm clear in that. Then you go to sensor. They are used to enter data about the physical environment. And the beauty thing about the sensors is they can work where human can. Objective 1.5.2, we are required to know the characteristics of hard disk drive, solid state drives, and optical disk drives. We shall begin with discussing the hard disk and their characteristics. So what you can see here, this is an hard disk drive. It's abbreviated as HDD. And one of their characters is that HDD stands for hard disk drive, I just said it. And they contain hard disk media, provides a connection from the hard disk to the motherboard, and HDDs can be accessed randomly. And finally, data access speeds are very fast. Then we can move on to SSDs, where we say SSD stands for solid state disk, abbreviated as SSD. And this picture here, you can see here, this is a picture of how an SSD looks like. Then the term solid state means no moving parts, hence the name solid state disk. So SSD uses flash memory, and SSDs can be accessed randomly, and otherwise they are just identical as hard disk. Because of using flash memory, where flash means very fast, then SSD are faster, they have faster access times than HDDs. So if you want your computer to function faster, it's better you use the SSD as compared to HDD. What are some drawbacks of using solid state storage? Some drawbacks of using SSDs are: one, it is more expensive per unit of storage as compared to HDD. Number two, it provides less storage per unit cost. And it has short lifespan because they have a limited write cycle. Yes, they have short lifespan because they have a limited write cycle. Next, we go to the optical disk drives. Optical disks are in three categories. Who can mention them? Thank you. Yes, optical disc we have CD, DVD, and a Blu-ray disc, which is called BD. What are some characteristics of optical disk drives? One, they contain optical disk media. Newer drives are often compatible with older media. Newer drives are often compatible with older media. We are required to know about types of storage media such as hard disk, optical disk, that is CD, DVD, and Blu-ray, flash memory drives, and the magnetic tape. I'll begin by discussing the storage devices, where we have magnetic disk drive, optical disk drives, flash drives, and the magnetic tape. So examples of a magnetic disk drive, we have the hard drive, and hard drive is internal. It can be internal or external. What about optical disk drives? What are some of examples? We have CD drive, DVD drive, Blu-ray, and the three of them are external devices. Then we have the flash memory drives. Example is USB or USB flash drive, SD drive, and all these are external devices. Then we have a magnetic tape. Examples, we have a floppy disk drive, which is an external device. What are some of storage media? Storage media, we have three of them. One, we have hard disk, magnetic tape, and the optical discs. We need to know the hard disk is internal or external. The magnetic tape is always external, and optical discs are all external, that is CD, DVD, Blu-ray, meaning that you remove them from computer and you carry them. And the flash memory, an example of flash memory, we have USB pen, USB stick, USB flash disk, memory stick, SD card, memory card, external SSD, flash disk, and a solid state drive. And all these are external media. Hard disk. The image you are seeing here is an image of a hard disk. This is how it looks like. The hard disks are made up of concentric platters, and it can store up to 1 TB, that is terabytes. And all of them have a very large storage capacity, most of them, that they stretch up to 1 terabyte. You've just seen. And they can either be internal or external. Hard disks are made up of concentric platters and can store up to 1 terabyte, that is 1 TB. We also see that they have a large storage capacity as compared to SSDs. Again, they can either be internal or external. CD. The picture you're seeing here is a CD. It has some rating there. We have 700 MBs. And this one plays for 880 minutes. CD stands for compact disk. In the description, that CD stands for compact disk. And this CD can store up to 700 MBs of data. And the data is written using a laser. Mostly, CDs are used for audio files, but you can still use them for videos if it's a short video. And a CD can either be readable R or be readable RW. I'm sure you have seen CDs written CDR or CDRW. This means that this CDR, it is readable, meaning that you cannot rewrite it. It is only readable. The one that is R and W means that it is read and written to, or readable, meaning that you can store your data there, use it, then delete it, store another data there because it is readable. Where you have R only, you can only read. It is a read-only memory. You cannot rewrite it. You cannot delete the content in it. Then we have DVD. DVDs, they have single-sided and we have double-sided dual-layer discs. Just like the CD, DVD is written here on it, that is 4.7 GB, that's the size. And this 2X means that it is two-sided. It has some information on it. Then, how can we discuss this one? Okay, just like we have seen in the CD, DVDs are either DVD R or DVD R and W, mean that you read or write. What can you say about a DVD? DVD stands for digital versatile disk, and a DVD can store up to 4.7 GB of data on a single-sided single-layer disk. A double-sided disk, that is dual-layer disk, can store up to 18 GB of data. And data is written using a red laser light on DVD. Mostly, DVDs are used for video files, but that does not limit being used for any other media, either audio or even text. A DVD, let's say DVD can be either readable R or readable RW, as we saw in. What about Blu-ray disc? The picture there shows a picture of a Ultra HD, that's Blu-ray disc. What can you say about Blu-ray? Blu-ray can store up to 25 GB of data on a single-sided single layer. A double-sided disc can store up to 50 GBs of data. All optical media, we know they are prone to some scratch. So for Blu-ray, we use scratch protection, that is coating. We can coat it for scratch protection. Mostly, Blu-rays are used to store video games as they have enough storage. Flash memory devices. First, what is flash memory? A flash memory is a very fast memory. The word flash means very fast. So flash memory does not have any moving part. So it has fast access times and low power consumption. Flash memory devices are energy efficient than hard disk as they don't have any moving parts. Because of its low power consumption, flash memory